Hi guys, spend 24 hours on a Sunday with me. FYI, this video is going to be long, so this is my first time doing it, spend a day with me vlog, and I just wanted to see what it's going to be like. So I started off by going into the kitchen. On Sunday mornings when I wake up, I just make sauce or stew ahead. So I got some eggs, and I don't know if it's just me who first of all gets eggs on the hand before getting a plate. Anyways, I got out the vegetables that I'll be using to make the sauce. I'm making chicken curry sauce, and then my sister is around, yay, so of course I had to make use of her. So this is me showing her how I wanted her to cut the vegetables for me, and then I started off washing the chicken, and thank God for whoever made deep freezer, because this chicken has been in my fridge for a very long time, but it's still very fresh and red. And then I started off to what do you call it now, spice the chicken. And let me tell you guys, my mood was very sour when I woke up this morning, but then I started playing music and it uplifted my mood instantly. So I'm just gonna let you guys listen in a bit on the song that I was playing. Anyway guys, back to the vlog. At this point my first son had woken up, and this boy can be a menace, but he's still my baby. So yeah, I hugged him and I gave him some motherly kiss. I danced with him. I just gave him some good morning kiss. And tell me why the rain started falling heavily, guys. Like, if it hadn't even started falling heavily at this point, but it fell anyway. So my boy wanted to help me sweep, and I didn't beg him more, but I just told him don't worry. And then my second son had woken up, and you see that yawn says, "Mommy, it's time to bathe me." So I stopped everything I was doing in the kitchen, and then I went off to go and give him a good shower. It was cold, so I made sure that the water was a bit warm. At this point we were done with bathing, and I was just giving him some good morning kisses, some hugs, some motherly love as well. And then I dressed him up, and then I moisturized him properly, because guys, the weather was very cold, so I just made sure to oil his body and then keep him very, very warm as well. So after that, I breastfed him off camera, and then I handed him over to his daddy, and he vomited on his daddy. And I love that, because I breastfeed him, then I hand him over to someone else to bop him, and he vomits on that person. And then I went to the kitchen, saw that my sister was done with cutting the vegetables, or almost done. Then I brought out my pot, boiled my eggs, and went into the pantry and looked for my corn flour. I have two, and then I used them. I actually had 1.5. I used it, and you guys, look at Kobe. Look at my first son, Kobe. Look at what he's doing. This boy is a menace. Kai, he just literally goes to my cutlery set and pours everything out. I'm sure my cutlery set hates to see him coming. I spanked him a bit, and I told him not to come there again, but you know him now, he definitely went back there. And then I started to fry my chicken, the chicken that I marinated before I went to go and beat my second son, Kaito. I started marinating it, and then daddy came into the kitchen and said he was going to help us make breakfast. Since I'm making lunch, he's making breakfast, and that's what teamwork is all about. You know what they say, teamwork makes the dream work. Anyways, I had to also find a way to be entertaining Kobe while I'm cooking. If not, he would scatter everywhere. Daddy tasted his egg and also gave me some to taste as well. And then I started frying my sauce. I added some onions and garlic blend. Then I added some salt, added my vegetables, and as I was making it, I was also turning it. Daddy, on the other hand, was making egg wrap for us, so he fried his egg and then also used the shawarma bread to make the egg wrap for us. Anyways, one of my favorite Igbo songs came on, and I started dancing as well, so I'm just gonna let you listen. And that's it, guys. I usually play music while I'm cooking. It gives me vibe, it gives me fun, it uplifts my spirits, and that's just the chaos that goes in while I'm cooking. So at this point I had added my corn flour, added more water, added curry to my chicken sauce, because what's a chicken sauce without curry? Moved it off to the bigger side of the pot and started off cleaning. And when it's time for cleaning, everybody puts hand, you know, because I'm not the only person that made the mess. We all have to put hands together to clean it. You can also see Kobe in the background just trying to look for my trouble, and then another of my favorite songs came on. And just in case you're not Igbo, this particular song translates to "good things you eat my money," and I just like the vibe. Anyways, I added eggs to my curry sauce and then finished up my cleaning. Went up to go have a shower, and I'll see you in the part 2 of this video. Bye.